You ready to start fighting for real?
Well then, a Uchigatana, y'all, son. I always appreciate it when you come back for another heaping dose of nonsense. Oh, I had to adjust my environment to make for a good opening. Son, I know what I mean is, sometimes Kurasento dozes by the fire, and in his restless dreams, he relives ancient battles. And so sometimes he flails around. He has the opposite of sleep paralysis, son. He has sleep freedom. Oh, I wish I could destroy Gideon's stable, because he won't come in here and acknowledge me because I've never talked to him. Huh? I don't know if we need to buy anything. Plus, I have no money. Oh, I did things in between the recorded sessions. Right, buddy? You care. You care. You deign to turn your head towards me. Oh, so slightly. I went out and bought some more arrows. Some poison arrows and some serpent arrows, son. Let's equip the fire arrows. Let's be cool about fire arrow equipping, son. Don't let Rich Evans sneer the French fries, though. My God. I got glottal air thinking about it. Yeah, I went out there and got those and spent all those runes. Oh, I farmed some. Remember I was worried about having enough herba? Well, I went and got a bunch of herba. A bushel and a peck. Got some turtlenecks. I even farmed some bones. Some thin beast bones using my gravity katana. Okay, I don't think there's anything else we need to do here now that we've done our great introduction, son. Could we make a thumbnail this early in the video? This will be episode 6. Is that too early in the playthrough to have a maskless Kurasento thumbnail? Well, first of all, hey, you gotta have your katana sword equipped. Otherwise, it's embarrassing. And don't forget about your little shield that you love. It goes in your secondary slot. It's always faster to swap to your little shield that you love instead of reloading, son, is what the tooltip tells us, what Longbow tells us. Of course, we're going to keep the words of Professor Crescent in our heart, son, and keep that claw talisman going. In the meantime, do we always want to be getting HP back? We could also raise our vitality in case somebody spews death breath at us, like them big eye basilisks. But what are the odds that them big eye basilisks will be in Elden Ring, son? That'd be reusing enemy models? I would not, sir. Not my Miyazaki. We need the dexterity version of this. Are we going to equip the super cool guy pro eye? I will, until I get mad at it, son. Once again, that's how it holds its power. That's how it holds its power. Just in case, I like to give myself options, son. This is meta. I could do this in between the episodes, but then you all wouldn't be there, son. It wouldn't mean nothing. It's just me rambling to myself like an idiot if you all aren't there enjoying it with me. Is it better to have it more like this? See? Only you crowd would have known the difference for how pronounced the halo should be above his head. So once again, if I didn't have you all here, I'd already been on my way. Like, so you're trying to say we're the reason the Tenfei channel is terrible? I mean, maybe? If there was nobody there, I don't know if I'd have kept doing it. We had us the best little inspirational moment. Anyway, I just remembered all the things I fucked up in the last episode, and one of them was really important. So we're going to go do something about that. We're going to warp these worries I've had about not doing this one thing away. A rainy late day. Some folks call it evening. I call it a day. And see, we've got another perfect thumbnail. Son, you'll have to decide in the comments which one was more perfect. Or I might even find something better. Remember we activated this and then we fought the Blade Lion? We fought Griever. Well, we needed to do something on this bridge now that I've just slain Godric the Grafted, as he's named. We got to get across this bridge. We've got the Bloody Slash. Is the Bloody Slash good against these things? It doesn't really matter. We can just do Big Chops. Big Chops Katana. be a good version of Red Dead Revolver. I'm coming for you, buddy. You gonna get me? What are you gonna do? Use your big Albert? No, what I'm gonna use is my immense size and the fact that it flies in the face of the square cube law. Bollocks. Oh, you threw a tantrum, and I know because of a nice comment someone left that you fall on the side of the foot that I hit. Look, I defy gravity with my hate. It could be a thumbnail. It could be a thumbnail. Every frame a thumbnail. Bloody high slash! It was perfectly timed, and I ruined it. It doesn't matter because I sip away the worries. Oh, God, the worries. The sipping did nothing. Look what happened. Your friend humbled you. Why'd your friend humble you, huh? He's trying to put you out of your misery. Bloody high slash. Roll, roll, roll. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. What? Okay, we took cover. Limp Biscuit, give me the strength to take down this man. And the hate in his heart. Genuine. Can I summon my horse? Of course not. It's like a ghost house and he's a Yoshi. Yoshi Torrent is his full name, son. Some folks calls him something different. Carl Childers. Ha ha ha! Good sport, some would say. If Sir Knight Lee were here, he'd rising dragon straight down here like Dante doing a sword thruster power. I don't know what that move's called. Stinger, I remembered. You're like, oh, but I've already written the angry comment. Now I can write an angry comment about how you stole my angry comment from me. So, good for you, viewer. Good. Oh my God, Becky, look at those potential thumbnail frames. They are so viable. Well, that was real easy. I can't believe people are intimidated by them things. Don Quixote's right to make fun of y'all by pretending that he thinks a windmill is a giant. He's the king of irony. I guess we want that item as valuable as it is. Even this, in its own way, could be a thumbnail. I can tell you, resplendent. That was what they actually spent most of their time developing this game on. Was making it so that everything could be a potential thumbnail. Ash of War Scarab. So that's a beetle bug we could put on our head. And I guess it makes our Ash of War better. But I don't believe those Samurai comes standard issue with one of them. So I'm going to sell it at the store. It's like the opposite of the Star Fox 64 Player's Guide. Which you could obviously purchase there. Boys, I was just thinking about that summer day that I went to my mailbox hoping there'd be a new Nintendo Power, and there was a VHS cassette tape, my God, and it contained a bunch of lunatics talking about Star Fox 64, and I was changed forever, son. I was changed forever, just like the world of balance when Kefka fucked up them statues, son. And on that day, the Tenfei was changed forever. Stormhill. King thereof. If you turn around and go backwards, there's some birds you can fight. I don't see why we wouldn't. If only I had the ability to spew dragon ass breath. If only I had the eyes of frenzy. But alas, I'm no confessor, man. What I have is pies and arrows, except they're fire. I specifically equipped fire. The bird expected poison, son. Come the morning, glad I see that bird outstretched beneath the tree, because I shot it with my bow, and my fiery arrow hate did fly. I was angry with my bird. I told my wrath, and called him a turd. It works, son. The Mariner. Oh, come at me, bro. That's what you get for hesitating. Oh, and who's your friend? Oh, you're the most powerful one, huh? The last known survivor. Bloody high slash. What? Bloody high slash. Sometimes you got to do a couple of them, son. You got to get warmed up. You can't. It's like trying to cold start a chainsaw, son. They must all be destroyed with my kunai. Haha, hee hee. Hoo. I forgot my vowels and my consummate V's. Silver pickled owl's foot. Item discovery could be increased. Destroyed. 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 And then there was this asshole. I think that's all the needless avian slaughter we could hope for. That one decided to take his good item into hell with him, but still taunt me with it here in the physical world, son. He's crafty. And my horse just is unsummonable as day is long, boys. As day is long. Ha ha! The good shit. I'll leave the other one as a reminder. And then my final foe. Let this be our final battle. Bushido! Professor Crescent gave me all the strength I needed. Woohoo, just what I needed, son. Just what I needed. And it was all worth it for this 5 feathers. 5 feather death punch. Performing at the end of the bridge. The opening act are some nobodies I've never heard of. Something about wolves with wings, or the flying wolves or something. I don't know, man. They sung a song about some fast food chain called Bojangles, and then another song that the lyrics were about like a rat's tail, but I got this strange impression that it was about something else. It was about something else. Like a spear-wielding warrior woman. My God, the thumbnails. We should have sent a graphics artist. My God, it's full of thumbnails. Weep with me, Ghost Man. You've got the Bloodhound step dagger or a sword. Real popular with kids these days. What do you suppose this is that flows down the wall? And how much do you think it's going to run my light bill up if I don't fix it? Is that like some kind of goo? Never mind. That's not a thumbnail. That's a thumb fail. There we go. I'm trying to maintain pleasing aesthetics for you kids, son. That's the hardest part of 10F video, is making it pleasing to the eyes. You're like, really? You could probably work on the way you talk too. Well, you're the last person I'm gonna take that from. Slightly implaceable, vaguely southern-esque slang viewer, okay? The most elusive of the 10F viewers. Who's your favorite recurring 10F viewer? And is it you? I would respect that. And to an extent. Look, the fingers. These are the ones that tried finger butthole and they paid the price. Elden Ring. My God, the thumbnail. The thumbnail. It hurts. I can't look directly at it, son. It's the Ark of the Thumbnail Covenant. How did this man die? The thumbnail got him. Notice he's also got the cool guy blood sword. Now that's a Guilty Gear man you could stand behind. It's Godric's rune. I mean, it's not a bad rune, but the greatest. It's actually the one I tend to use all the time because, well, I'll tell you what it does when we can activate it. We've got to equip it at a Bond Grace Shire. We're surrounded by birds as well. Alfred Hitchcock would understand the thumbnail potential. He's like, yes, I found the greatest suspense is for the audience to know there's great thumbnail potential in a moment in a 10F video, but characters themselves are unaware. The Marvel beams in the background. God, the Marvel beams. The Marvel beams! Get me out of here. I'm consumed. What else did I forget to do? This was the big thing. This was the big thing. We'll just go back to the round table hold to make sure. All right, I forgot one thing we want to do is visit our storage. Sort chest. Amazing chest ahead. Remember, we're keeping some things for nostalgia. There ain't no reason to store any of this because we're just going to set in our inventory and not hurt nobody. Same thing with these magic spells. They're just there. Well, I mean, these are all arts of war we could potentially use, right? Well, no, because like this one says you need a pole arm capable of thrusting. Oh my. Oh my. I like the names of some of these items. And that makes me want to put them in a box. Dual wield the crescent, son. There's a Final Fantasy 9 joke there with that dagger, so we're going to store that too. Oh yeah, I guess I can't do much with the Strachan Communion Seal. And these are our cool guy gauntlets that remind us of nice comments that made us better at the game in real time. Okay. Now we can equip Godric's Great Rune. Raises all attributes. So that means whenever we use one of these rune arcs, I just realized I only have two. We'll have to go buy some. And we could also do Jolly Co-op and potentially win some if you can imagine it. But when we use one... Oh yeah. So now all of my stats have gone up by 5. Which means that's like gaining 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 levels. My God, I had to pour out a 40. And it persists until we die. So it's like the human effigy slash humanity slash ember. The embers. Remember the embers from Dark Souls 3. Remember Dark Souls 3? Okay, I'm lithe and limber now. So let's just not die. That's the first step. That's the first step. Let's return to Liurnia of the Lakes. Ah, the lakes. I like your big moon planet. It makes me feel like I'm playing Morrowind. Also, there's a big tree. Morrowind had big mushrooms. Morrowind had big mushrooms. And also Khajiit, which means it wins. You ask me which is a better game, Morrowind or Elden Ring. You know my choice, son. Until somebody mods Khajiit into this game. But that'll never happen. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it had anything I cared about, but it doesn't. Some of the merchants sell rune arcs. They'll have like 2 or 3 of them. So, not a bad idea. I suppose. Oh yeah, we want to change up our katana sword now. I put it on bloody high slash because I was killing turtles. And it's real good for that. Could try out some magic katanas. Could try out just kicking. Could try out the lion's claw. You're like, I believe you already understand the lion's claw. Yeah, well, that means I understand how good it is. Checkmate. It's the claw of the lion. It's a real good ash. It'll let you humble a crucible knight. Last known survivors. They know about it. All right, there's a cave somewhere back here. Obscured by jellyfish. You are bats. Bats aren't jellyfish. Bats aren't jellyfish. Do we need to fall from above? I know it's down here in the very crux, the very... Well, I was going to say the bosom of Freya Lucario, but the crotch? Jellyfish, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, that was just how we say hello in my culture. And here's how we say good night. Haha, you didn't even get mad because he was so impressed by the lion's claw. I need to look up the Japanese for lion's claw for the end of this playthrough. Quavering Claw. If you were some kind of lion monk in the Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, tabaxis can be lion-like, right? I assume if you're a tabaxi, you just get to pick whatever kind of cat you want. You can even be one of them Lord Beaver Sphinx cats if you're a crazy person. All right, this cave is the reason I was worried about how much herb I had, because I want to craft neutralizing boluses. I'm just gonna call them blouses. You know, I'm just gonna call them blouses. We also want fire grease. I did farm a few smoldering butterflies and root resins because I knew you kids wouldn't mind. You're real cool like that. I don't have any neutralizing livers and onions, but that's okay. Buffalo shrimp will not be needed. Neither will our pies and daggers. But I would like to neutralize the poison. Bring all your boys in. I do have one of these. But we'll eat it before we waller in the poison. Oh, this is a dungeon full of poison. We've been in one of those before, but this one's got the fart flowers, unfortunately. Some folks calls them the whatever the hell that enemy's name actually is. I calls them the fart flower. Mm-hmm. Them kid and cat is just little fellers. No bigger than a summon rat. Okay, there's probably enemies in the darkness. Fighting through the darkness. All is evil. Still, we must press on. A little bit of cave moss. Making me the cave boss. Now, they haven't noticed us yet because they're a flower. I guess they sense our hostility. We can use fire, and I just so happen to have arrows of that element. I also happen to have fiery pots, but remember, I can only... No, that's right. I can just craft these in real time whenever I want. Well, not during combat, but you know how that is. I say we take out the little ones. Well, they can't really do anything to us while we're up here. So I guess we could just focus all of our hatred on the big fire plant. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah, here, have this, idiot. Oh. 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 You know what? This is kind of boring. Yeah, shit and fart all you want. Jackass, nobody's impressed. Not even James Rolfe. Even that man has the good taste to not think you're cool. Then we could make our katana. I was going to say the fire katana till somebody cheated. Looks like I've made a new best friend. I need to go introduce myself to him. Hello, sir. I'm Flamesword Cool Guy. You might know me from such video games as Guilty Gear and BlazBlue. I don't even care, because I have neutralizing blouses. Lion's Claw! I killed him from the backside. Hey, jackass! You remind me of some piece of shit plant I'm gonna kill. Lion's Claw! Lion's Claw! And then we humbled. Upright liberally. Oh, the Miyazaki's Edge kept the hate in the little one's heart coming at me. Kept it coming at me. Well, guess what? I've already been poisoned, so you can do your worst, son. Summon forth your phallus of adversaries. I fear nothing. Okay, well, that thing's not real pleasant to look at. Let's neutralize the worries. Let's sip this thing. Let's get rejuvenated. Let's re-katana our fire sword in that order. Ha ha ha. Neck bones! I should have ate neck bones first. Waller in the misery! Oh, you crap thought you were safe from my fire-based hatred. My fire-based hatred. Uh-huh. 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 Lion's Claw. Ooh. Hey, idiot! You having fun? Fart plant coon? You having a good time? Fart plant coon? Oh, I know he hates it. I'm counting on it. And then there's this asshole. Oh, are you not dead yet? Excuse me. Okay. And then there's this asshole. Flaming Lion's Claw in Japanese, son. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my back. And the first time I go set in an onsen, they'll think I'm in the Yakuza. They're like, why would a man get XX Bark Plant Fan 69XX tattooed on his back in Japanese? Why? Only a gaijin. Only a gaijin. Okay, we've had fun in the fart waters. I'm mad. Let's get HP rejuvenation. Oh no, I don't notice anyone in the dark. Oh. It wasn't the Miyazaki's edge. It was just a little nat bar to HP. They're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. Yeah, cast a magic spell. I did the same thing. But my faith was stronger. Gaia the Fierce Knight on his way to reward me, son. A secret auxiliary cavern cave. Let's see what happened to our compatriot. You came down here with a magic stick and a, like, Wolverine claw and hope in his heart. And it weren't enough? He should have put butt all ahead, sir. Could have worked in a Chris Houlihan room joke in there. I'm still kicking myself that I didn't show you all that during my Christmas TMVA. Or not strictly Christmas. The one that happened to come out on Christmas. It's complicated. It's complicated. You don't think anything down here wishes me ill intentions? Dastard. I believe that. Betrayal. It was me. I was dastard. I was dastard. Dick Dastardly. Give me the strength. Oh, is this how you get back upstairs? Sometimes a lot of people died in here, I've noticed. Oh, I guess that's why. Get through my bar. No, you can't just grab me when I barricade my shield. You crowd are the worst. Lion's Claw. Oh no, he moved. My one weakness to the Lion's Claw. If they just get the hell out of the way. Who knew it possessed such a weakness? My kunai. Ha ha ho hee hee ha ha hey hey. Okay, jump attacks, Professor Crescent. I should have listened. How could I not jump attack an airborne enemy, son? Once again, this is Professor Crescent. Correcting me for my use. I had to use my words real carefully, son. One of them classic Tenfei Freudian slips is always on the edge of my lips. We've met the criteria for this episode so easily. This guy thinks he's hot shit. You notice that? There's already enough poison in this damn cave to choke a mule. And I've still got to deal with additional poison from this guy. Additional poison in rear. There's a Jim Hardiman Skunk Works joke in there somewhere if you had the good taste to uncover it. Just spam the Lion's Claw. It has to hit him eventually. It has to hit him eventually. Blouses neutralize the poison. More serpent arrows. More golden runes. How did you know? A gift card for Bushido. How did you know? Oh, this is some deep wallering swamp, son. The slowing kind. We don't want nothing to do with that. Also, there was a cool, like, Sage's robe set in there, son. The vendor's going to be real excited when I come here and be like, you got to wring the poison out of it. And we so calmly walked out of there. And now that I have the moral high ground as I stand up here, I can play Twing Twang with the plant boys. It's Twing Twang, plant boys. Give the frog alone. Do I need to use the big shot? I do, if I want to one-shot them. Yeah, you thought your fartomancy could reach me, did you? Did you? Yeah. Trick shot! He thought I was aiming at that plant. Jay stole my trajectory. Trying to conserve my manas. My illusion secrets ever mana more. Gaia Terranigma. Like, stop, you're combining too many Super Nintendo games. I have to wiki them in my brain now. I like how you crowd just like the guard stuff in here. Real fond of this place. and its contents, are you? Firebomb attack! Additional fire! Oh no, my firebomb! Oh no, I was tricked into the poison! Ah, oh, Here, idiot! He just stood there and let me do it. He just stood there and let me do it, making me the hero and victor. Maximize your firebombs. Maximize your blouses. That's me placing my bets when Charlie Murphy and Prince played that basketball game. I was like, put it all on blouses, baby. And see if I can get me some of them pancakes. Just saying. Have I learned my lesson yet? Well, I am clicking the right stick. Why don't you click me with your right stick? Glowstone. I want to be able to make that, but I have to go into the underworld first. I have to cross the underworld map. Didn't I see one of them mushroom-headed Bardomancers wandering around? Or was it just a corpse that I created? Because I'll support that. I hear you down there. I can tell you're real excited. Let me come down there and see if I can't do like NBA Jam and put this shit on fire. Spamming that lion's claw. Spamming that lion's claw. I'm above the law. When I spam my lion's claw, spam my lion's claw. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on. I cheated. Yeah, that's where I am. Jump attacks can work. I was caught in perpetual. No, that was supposed to be a jump attack, but I was out of stamina. Don't tell Professor Crescent I was out of stamina. Okay, okay. Blouses. Heels. I'd say we're doing okay. There's a couple of 2-3 items down there I guess we could grab. My katana is like a torch. Do 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 do. Blouses. I believe we might be to the boss chamber, and I've got a pretty good supply of goods and sundries. Firebomb attack. Firebomb attack. No, I'm a little ways from the boss, but I could step about these platforms like Mike Jones in Star Tropics, and nothing bad will happen. Firebomb attack. Firebomb attack. I got 2 with 1 blow, son. It's not quite 7, but I'm getting my way up there. Firebomb attack. Oh, I didn't even notice you. You can just get backstabbed. He's the only one who died with honor. That's why he dropped an item. A toxic mushroom. The most dangerous yet delectable pizza ingredient. I want a fugu puffer fish and toxic mushroom pizza. With barbecue sauce, son. That's where the danger came in. Okay, we need to be careful. Boss is inside. Boss were declared. Let's see. With this guy, I'm thinking I'm gonna go in there. Might slap some lion's claw justice on him. Humble pie will be served forthwith. Am I so confident I can go in there buffalo shrimp style? I think I can. I think I can, son. Not since the little feller Tycoon, I believe he was known as, in FLCL, absorbed the powers of the Pirate King Adamus because somebody thought they could, as strongly as I do right now. Against this guy, I want stamina. Stamina, my... Okay. I think we're finally ready. Ready. And there you go. And we got the neck bones insignia, is what I like to call it. Raises attack power with more successive attacks. So if you know you're about to go absolutely crazy and go aboard someone vis-a-vis a pot of neck bones, son, it's the talisman to equip. I just figured it'd be fun to get. Plus, we had such a good time clearing this cave. You're like, yeah, that's what you could call it. Let's see how some other people handled the clear rot night. See, the problem is you came down here with like a cool spear, and I like that about you. But no lion's claw. Can you put lion's claw on a spear? Oh, you've got one of them beetle bugs on your head that we discussed earlier. Although you were overwhelmed. I think the poison killed them after they won the fight. They got gangrene. Wow. He took you to heaven and then to poison hell. God bless. Yep. How are my messages doing these days? Why is it always Rat is the only one on there? That episode where I put this one down hasn't gone up yet, so none of you kids have had a chance to go there and make the Dragoon pilgrimage. And of course, we're expected to come back inside and rest a while. I ain't nowhere close to leveling up. Ashes of War, I'm having fun with the Lion's Claw. We could probably humble a crawdad with one of them things too. So I'm keeping it equipped for now. For now. We'll play a little bit more defensively. Just because I tend to be real bad at the game. Alright, let's go visit the damn Marvel Beams. Right, Jellyfish Coon. I got slapped. I deserved it is the worst part. For botching that cool jump attack. He got staggered with the Miyazaki's Edge. Maybe I can level my boys up. I think the Grave Glove Ward is what levels the non-unique ashes. The ones that aren't named after someone. Speaking of the crawdads, how's it going, buddy? Ho, ho, ho. Let's see how the Lion's Claw reacts to this thing. Oh. Oh. That's a humbled crawdad, baby. The worst member of Foxhound, humbled crawdad. And one to grow on, shit lord. The thing is, when you kill one of them, you tend to get your flasks back, but I didn't have a chance to sit. I was too busy being smug. Smug Sitman. Could probably be a portable ops character. I think. There's just one turtle out here. That's kind of sad when you think about it. Lion's Claw. Back to turtle heaven. My slow-moving but well-meaning friend. There's poisonous areas down here in the lakes, so I don't mind crafting just a handful more of those for the road. Blood... Man, we need to go get blood roses. There's a bloody church here in the lakes. You're like, boy, I imagine any civilization's going to have a bloody church somewhere, Uncle Tenfei. I'm like, oh, dear God, Reginald, why? Why is it always you causing trouble? Cause I's a lovable scamp, Uncle Tenfei. I's a lovable scamp. He managed to ask for seconds at the orphanage and didn't catch the back of that man's hand that was serving the porridge, son, because he was such a lovable scamp. I don't know if I'm up for fighting any ghost horses right now. Or gangly, scrangly men of the bayou. So I'm just going to keep on running. I'm just going to keep doing my thing, man. Live and let live. I keep hearing hateful noises coming from the bayou. Directed at me. Hey, it's the last Kiar ruins. I was always thinking about them. And they have a nice warp gate. They have a nice warp kick. Let's just warp away these worries. Let's warp away these worries. I figured this is where it would dump us out, and that's fine with me. That's fine with me. The best route to take is to head magnetic south. We ain't got to humble all these guys. We've already proven the point that we're better than them. They know it. Maybe this guy, just because I don't care for him in the cut of his jib. A Coco Knight, are you? A Cuckoo Knight. Uh-huh. Ain't even got to go through your search tag history. It speaks for itself with your occupation. There is a golden seed somewhere out here in this town. Did we grab it last time? I can't remember. I was having too great actions. Even for a Tenfei video. We can run around and ignore the enemies, if nothing else. Like this cemetery where sometimes skeletons like to come out of the shallow water and bother you. It's the worst thing about them. Bothersome shallow water skeletons, son. It's going straight into my Yelp review of this place, man. Feel like renting a Airbnb in this place by the time I get done, son. I got some clout on the internet. Maybe there wasn't a golden ring. There is one. I'm just being facetious, but I don't honestly remember exactly where it is. That was favorite part of the playthrough. When I wander around like a lost idiot, you're like, how did he know? How did he know my genuine favorite part of the playthrough? His Uncle Tenfei got them psychic powers. Once again, the Tenfei Ultra kicked in. But I reversed it on you. It was like when old man Joseph Joestar took that secret Polaroid picture of Dio with the star on his shoulder. And Dio could like see him through the television. Dio's the only one that when the little girl from the ring is trying to crawl out the TV, he just goes in there after her. He's like, oh, you're approaching me? Okay, there's where we got the map fragment, and there's the side of grace. How long could I possibly spend riding around looking for this fabled supposed golden seed? Hopefully none of you kids know where it is. Tell you what, I'll stop and kill this crowd so you feel better. Hey guys, I'm glad you gave me justification. Lion's claw, shit lord. Oh, you spit? I claw. We are not the same. Take your Stephen Grimmell ass back to space, where I presume you came from. Fans of Elden Ring lore are like, he's not technically wrong. Where's the lie? Maybe it's because it's like a misty morning. If it was nighttime, that would probably be the right time. Oh, it's right there. It was so obvious. All right, kids, you're using this as your 100% guide. It's in here. I think I already talked to that lady up on that bridge. She didn't really have nothing I cared about to talk about. I could make more JoJo references about how much she loves to look at hands. But I think we've exhausted that well. The JoJo well ran dry that day. I'm gonna go set it aside. I could have just warped. But all this diegetic nonsense I'm spewing. Alright, now it's time until noon. Whoosh. We're gonna skip the spooky night. And we're finally ready. I'm not even really advancing like the game's plot. I'm just having fun. Imagine that, just playing Elden Ring, trying to have a good time, boys. Crowd won't stand for it. Oh, you're like a big crawdad. I just kind of noticed that about you. Like a big crawdad, this guy. Lion's Claw. Oh. Chopper, chopper, chopper. Oh, jump away from me. Do it. Do it, coward. Lion's Claw. Yeah. Oh, we need to sit before we kill him so we can get our shit back. Oh, you get one good pinch on me. You earned it. Lion's Claw! Shit, Lord. I was trying to figure out what that is in the distance, and I noticed another one of these punk bitch. Bronze. Big ass bronze. Yeah, if you're going to go up against some sort of big invertebrate creatures, or big fart plants, or like a smug-ass crucible knight, I'd say take the Lion's Claw. You can't go wrong. I see materials I could be grabbing, but I'm just not doing it. I am now. I am now. I had to jump off my horse. I was so excited. Taco-kun. I figured I'd run into you in the lake. Jump attacks would work. Ooh, ooh. I'm trying to cut your claws off. I don't know if you've noticed this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lion's Claw. Pop. Pop. And now for my jump attack. We call that the Nezumi Claw. The Nezumi Claw. There you go. And now we can talk to our good friend that lives up here. Hey, there's some blood roses next to him. How appropriate. Boy, Patches. Watcher, Patches.
Oh, well. It's been a long while. It's me, Patches the Untethered. I'm still in business. Now I'm my only supplier. Patches Emporium.
Neat. Speaking of...
By the way, have you met that girl, Raya? She's a strange one. Not that it's any of my business. If she rings your bell...
Yeah, you're right. It is not any of your business if she rings my bell.
You're making your way to the Erd Tree, no? Well, I heard something that might help. Have you ever seen an Iron Virgin? The clunky contraptions are whirlwinds of sickles and spiked wheels. But long ago, and get this, it's transpositional powers. So right, it'll chuck you out straight at the base of the Erd Tree.
I see. I'm glad you found it real amusing.
Oh, yeah, there's a surviving...
So our good, trustworthy friend Patches that would never leave us wrong says if we find an Iron Virgin, we should dive head first in, son. Dive in head first. What are you selling? God, look at that overpriced stone sword key, son. And I'm not real ecstatic about his stock selection either.
Cheers for that.
Yeah, you too. Regenerative powers of the grace. Now, if we go right over here to number 2, my number 2, Marvel Laser Beam Indicator Pin, its name, number 2. We'll meet the girl he was just talking about. She's real lanky and slithery, but I mean that in a good way.
Hello? Hello? Please. Over here. Hello. It's rather chilly here, isn't it? My mistress sent me off on an errand. Could I ask you lend a hand? That thug made off with a precious necklace, only he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own.
Nah, there's lots of tarnished I don't like. And we'll dispense Bushido justice to.
Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an please.
Alright, she wants her necklace back. Necklace back, necklace back, necklace back. Necklace back, ribs.
The thug
So
should please.
we need to go visit the man up here at the shack. The man at the shack said everybody snack, and it turned into a boiled prawn blitz. the shack he's in, I think is it that building right there? What is it, number 3? I think I just marked that because it looked cool. That's how I always choose my destination when I'm out wandering, when I'm consumed with wanderlust. That's what I call it whenever I wander over to Clara. I couldn't just leave the joke be. I couldn't leave the good taste be. It would be a 10-5 video. Alright. Prawn Shackman. We're gonna have words, you and I. How convenient that you have a side of grace right next to your boil prawn shack.
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate? Ah, that necklace. Show me, and I'll consider parting ways. I'm not in love with it or nothing.
Deal.
Shrewd one. First.
Okay, I'll buy your finest old-timey necklace, son. I was tempted to put it in one of those things that you crank and it flattens like out a penny at Dollywood, but I think I'll keep it intact just this once.
All right. Thing's no damn use to anyone anyway. Your bloody idea, mate. Oh, piss off. Oh, I see. You want some of me prawn? All right, then. I could be persuaded to sell you some other bit.
Oh, boy. Tell me about that lady.
All right, well, but it ain't my fault she's anyway. Look, she ain't dead.
There's rich lore if you want to read it. I guess we could buy some shrimps. I could buy 20 shrimps. They boost your physical defense, and when you're bad at the game like me and get hit a lot, if you love to talk shit and coincidentally get hit like I do, it's a good thing.
Never met someone with a taste for prawn I couldn't trust. We'd make good mates, I reckon. I'll be seeing you.
Look, at that, we became good friends over good food. Where does he get those little prawns anyway? Presumably they're the spawn of the big prawns. You would need a really big container of water. You'd need Bowser's Sky hot tub from the end of Mario Sunshine to boil one of the big prawns. Some folks calls them prawns. I calls them crawdads. I calls them crawdads. Whoosh. Here you go, lady.
The thug should be resting, please. Oh, yes. Thank you kindly. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Raya. I seek stalwart Tarnished. You are very brave yourself. But a steady heart. Merciless. Such strength is precisely what my mistress... Please, take this.
Boys, I'm gonna be in Smash. Another sword user in Smash, son. Even I can't have a taste for it.
Brave Tarnished. Most tarnished. But you are no ordinary Tarnished. The Volcano Manor...
I see. The Volcano Manor sounds real neat and nifty.
Oh, and one more thing. Only for you. This land of Liurnia, the lift has been instead. At the base of the valley, it was excavated. I have faith in you. I do hope that we can...
Alright, she's telling us that if we don't have the two halves of the Great Lift of Dectus right here, to get up to the Atlas Plateau, we could sneak up this mine shaft. So, there you go, sequence breaking, son. She's going to teach us how to Shine Spark. I almost said Spine Shark. I almost said Spine Shark. I'll never escape that curse. I guess we could look into the sky with diamonds. It's real foggy and misty here these days. I've noticed. There's Stormville. There's that tower we went up at towards the beginning of the episode, son. There and back again. A samurai's tale. What is the lore reason for these things just being around, son? Has Vatty written any of that down yet? Okay, what are we running towards? We've already gotten you. So we'll head to number 4, number 5. Some of them have smithing stones. Some of them have enemies. Both of these are good things to encounter because they lead to upgrades and good time combat. upgrades enhance good times combat as well, so it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, a feedback loop of good times. Caught up in the vertex of the good times experience. I'm vamping as hard as I can, son, trying to feel this dead air while I run this spectral horse across the bayou. Okay, I do only want to fight like one of you at a time. Hey, idiot. I could be using my poison arrows against you, crowd. I just realized. I could be big shotting my poison arrows. Let's get some neck bones meat in us. 1, 2, 3. His AI must be broke. Not that I'm complaining. I hate those things. I'm just using up less resources this way. Strategy. This is just advanced strategy. That's part of Bushido. Oh no! The devil's number appeared. What we could do is, when he's near death, we could take us a blue sip. Because when he dies, we'll get that blue sip back. You'll get your blue sip back that you wasted cowardly shooting a crawdad to death. Yep, there it is. You're like, so this is the good times combat you promised, huh? Oh no, this one noticed me. Giant prawn senpai noticed me. My giant prawn can't possibly be this terrible. Lion's claw. Lion's claw. Why you got to be so fucking cowardly, man? Ruin it for everybody. Ruin it for everybody. This crawdad is ruining it for everybody. Yeah, we get it, Miyazaki. You think you're cool. I'll put a big enemy in my game, but then he jumps 100 fucking feet backwards. Game of the year. You never got staggered. Shrimp, I respect that. Did we sip quick enough to get our flashback? We did. We did. We fast sipped. That was the secret. Let's do some bloody good times on the next one. You're like, oh, this playthrough's finally could use some damn bloody good times. This nonsense. This nonsense. Reginald being real uppity this episode. That's what happens when I record late on a Thursday, son. I was just hit with this overwhelming urge that I could record on a Thursday. Okay. Blood piece. Neck bones. Jump attack. Jump attack. Jump attack. Ow, ow. Jump attack. Professor Crescent ain't let me wrong down. Ain't let me wrong down. That's it. Ain't let me down or done me wrong yet. I fused him in my mind like the word good, which means great and good, of course. Such obvious things that you kids all know. A smithy stone too, it was all worth it. I could upgrade my shield. Let's see if I can actually proc a bleed effect this time. That'd be a neat trick. Lion's Claw just to get in there. Just to get him in a stagger state. Just to get close to him. I like to throw out a Lion's Claw. Zip away the worries. When a crawdad's pinching you on the chicken ass, the worries are just a sip away from being not near you anymore. I just realized you don't want them near him. You don't want them near you. Oh god, I'm having too much fun and running my mouth. Not a good combination for a Dento video. He's charging up the big claw. Damn it! Why did Miyazaki have to make them hop back ever so slightly? Ever since the damn Titanite demon in Dark Souls 1 has this shit been intolerable. Oh yeah, you turn into something worse when you're killed. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. How am I not gonna get any of my red sips back? What is this nonsense? Give me the flame katana. Roll away, roll away. Give me the neck bones. Firebomb attack. Firebomb attack. Ooh. Lion's Claw. Shit, Lord. Yeah, scream all you want. I've still got that lion's claw. I've still got that hate in my heart. Damn it. Oh, damn it. I would have killed him if I had slightly more HP. But of course, the bloodborne-esque nature of the enemy meant he could never stop attacking. There's that good times combat you kids are always going on about. Like that's something Denfei could ever actually deliver. We might have to go back to boring fundamental poison arrows. I always press R1 to two-hand it, but when you're on a horse, you automatically two-hand it. That's the rule. That's the rule. Them's the horse rules. Lead arrows. I just realized I'm not even hitting him with these. It just now dawned on me I was shooting him as fast as I could, and not every one of them touched his carapace. There we go. A little bit of that bleed action. That never forgive bleed action. And my sips will be returned to me. Come the morrow. Come the morrow. Come the morning glad I see that big-ass crawdad outstretched beneath the tree. Should just take 3 of these to get him right where we want him. Yep. You can tell he's mad. That's his I'm mad. That's his Miyazaki's mad that you're using strategy against me. And I'm a piece of shit enemy in a post-Bloodborne Souls game, so I'm just going to do this move. And then he died of sadness. I didn't fear him at all, son. Didn't fear him at all. The long arm of the claw couldn't reach me. We'd also try this fucking thing. That's a grab. Jump attacks. Oh, that's right. You can't shield counter punish him because he attacks you and then backsteps 600 fucking feet. It's fun game design. I wish they had more awards that they could hand Miyazaki hand over fist. Yeah. It's not frustrating at all. It's not frustrating at all. Crawdad coon. Got a little bit of my sips back too. That's the best part. Okay, now that we know you turn into that piece of shit monstrosity when you die, I can be slightly more prepared for your bullshit, Crawdad King. I have to do this until he stops walking sideways or else my shots will never hit him. There we go. Hey. Oh, you rushing over here, huh? Piss and vinegar. Spewing out the back of him like a jet rocket. Bringing him over here. I'm gonna get hit right here. Oh, I had just enough stamina to talk shit without getting hit, son. Fire pot attack! Damn it, the hate in his heart kept him going just long enough for him to die in midair. Yeah, hey, buddy. I ain't forgot about you. Know what I should have done, and I would love to do right now, is had my prawn ready that I bought from my new good best friend. New good best friend. Prawns. That's the full brand name. Yeah, keep walking away so my fucking pot can't hear you. Everyone thinks it's cool. Jump attack. Oh, Professor Crescent, give you a strength to deal with this bloodborne horse shit. Just have the enemy scream and your HP just goes down. Not since the damn hate nuns in that prison in Dark Souls 3. They look at you and your max HP goes down. Has there been such a fun non-horse shit enemy mechanic in a Souls game? You'll notice that I'm trying to Lights Claw him, but he attacks and then he's a football field away from you. Like David fucking Copperfield teleported him. Oh, you're not gonna lose your shit and have too many fucking actions, are you, buddy? What? In Elden Ring? What? I don't see no top hats and werewolves. This ain't Bloodborne. This ain't Bloodborne, shit lord. Get a fucking job. Fun. Family fun. As always. And the best part is it was completely unnecessary. Let's go get the next map fragment. That'll salvage this mess of a playthrough. I guess we got to run over here and deal with whatever bullshit populates the map over here. Ah, Side of Grace. How refreshing. And a little crab for me to kill. There's probably a big crab around here. Lurking in the depths. Oh, that be poison area. We're not going over there. I was just seeing if there was a big crab. You know me. You know me. I guess I just made up the secret crab in my mind. I guess I'm just a crazy person, who knew? How come when you're a crazy person, you're always the last one to find out? That just seems unfair. That just seems unfair. Yeah, I need to get more physics. I need the dexterity knot. I think that's somewhere around here. We were very close to noon. It's just raining, so I couldn't tell. Alright, the other map fragment is like way up here. Thereabouts. We can't quite see it yet, so let's just head north and west. As opposed to northwest. Patrick's favorite direction to go in. Oh yeah, where is the Blood Church? We could hit that up on the way, just for some of them bloody roses. Must be more over there-ish. I don't think it's any of these. Vaguely. That could be it. It has a church-like structure. Okay, it is. I was thinking the topography of it was a bit higher than the map led it to believe, but it's just a slight incline. It's just a slight incline. And then there's this asshole that I don't care to speak with at the moment. Making me the bigger man and the victim. Crowd come out of the ground and fight you at the Blood Church, son. They do things different. They do things different down at the Blood Church, man. I don't know none of the hymns. Sunday, Bloody Sunday is obviously one of them. My Chemical Romance's hidden track, Blood. Blood on the dance floor. I don't really care about the music. I go there because they have a Bloody Roar tournament, son. I'm there to marvel at the Leopard lady. It's a good Marvel the Leopard joke for you. Some folks calls her Shima, the Leopard. I calls her Marvel. There's one of them little scarab beetle bugs over here, and you know he's got that shit I had to have. I had to have. Hey, where you going with my shit I had to have, huh, buddy? The blood flame. Oh, that's not an Ash of War. I can't do nothing with that. I can't cast no blood magic. Man. They don't teach you that at Samurai School. That ain't even an extracurricular. Although they do have VCR repair as an extracurricular. Who knew? Somebody spewed hate at me, but I'm just going to ignore it. Son, I'm just going to mute them online and get on with my life. I realized the only thing we really came here to do was to loot more blood roses. I could make more blood arrows. They're my favorite. Could make the good blood arrows with the flight pinions. We'll make 50 of them for later. Tater. Is there not a site of grace here? I wanted to rest and replenish the blood roses. But I guess I can't do that. I guess I'll just continue advancing the game like a fool. You know, I got to check this little place right here out. Miyazaki put it there so tantalizing. Takakun. Just gonna leave Takakun be. Huh? Yeah. My shield is gonna be so powerful. I think it's just my shield, right? It's the only thing I need that tier of smithing stone for now. Maybe not even that. Maybe not even that. There's lots of stuff over here on the cliffs on either side of the lakes, but I'm just here for the map fragment. Well, what are you over here upset about? All the ghosts here are just upset all the time for some reason. I think he's talking about this crazy guy that lives in a shed in the woods. I guess we could stop and visit Crazy Guy Woodshed on our way to get the map fragment. Just because we might not be back in this area again. Yep. We got auto desummoned from Torrent. That's how you know there's hate in the air. Let us preemptively blood up. I did it. I fought him using only jump attacks, son. Professor Crescent would be so proud. And he had a pole arm too, son. He had the advantage. If only he'd have known to always be jumping. If only he hadn't skipped Professor Crescent's class. That's what drove him insane. Oh, if you don't recognize that guy, that was the father of the girl down here in the Weeping Peninsula. Remember in the castle? After we beat that boss and he was like, oh, I could go hang out with my daughter now and eat sandwiches at the park. Ate sandwiches at the park, and then she died and he got sad. I guess he went crazy trying to kill every person that he assumes could have been responsible. What a tragic story. But at least we got some meat dumplings. Just need some dodgers. And some neck bones. Throw them all in a pot, son. Live like a king. Oh, you know what? I just realized we were killed in dishonorable combat, which means we ain't even had... we weren't even at max power, son. He's looking at us now like Vegeta when he saw that Goku could have gone Super Saiyan 3 when they were fighting, and he's so mad. He's so mad. We're out of rune arcs. We should be trying to do Jolly Co-op so that we get rune arcs. Let's just activate this, and maybe somebody will summon us. I like to think one of you kids is just sitting there beside every summoning pool, multi-boxing the game, waiting for Kurasento's summon sign to appear. Alright, let's ignore most of what we see now. I can't ignore these enemies. They're full of bones that I have to have. I have to have. And then there's this skull guy. I can't ignore nothing. Oh, there might be some worthless garbage in this ever jail. Apparently that's how you're supposed to pronounce that word. The cuckoo. He's forever within the jail that is his bedroom closet, son. The werewolves just propped a chair up against underneath the door handle, son. They're not even going to let him watch this time. He just has to listen. He just has to listen. Okay. There's a bunch of angry jellyfish here. They're probably thinking about that time Squidward went over to SpongeBob's and turned the dance music off. They're guarding the jellyfish shield, which is real popular because it's real light. I guess we could stop and clear out this encampment of Freya Lucario soldiers on our way to get the map shard, just because I know how disappointed you kids will be otherwise. Maybe some jolly co-op will summon us in the meantime. There might be the ghost of a troll in the woods, so let's just not go in the woods. That'd be my alternate timeline. Yeah, there he is. Just don't ignore him. Don't acknowledge him. That's my alternate timeline where Ernest Scared Stupid. Where instead of accidentally unleashing the troll that his ancestors sealed with his P-Worrel magic, Ernest is like, hey, let's just go to the beach, Vern. Let's summon the boys. They haven't had a chance to stretch their legs this episode. How you kids doing? You crazy nuts. Alright, let's pull some enemies for you to fight. I'm gonna pull them with the poison arrows. Ooh. 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 Hey, you crowd, let a dog through. I'm just saying. Chop, chop. Watching Cuckoo Soldiers drop. He was doing everything he could to make sure I couldn't finish that little rhyme. He weren't having none of it. Lion's Claw. I missed. That's the downside of Lion's Claw once again. As they slightly move. It's kind of like how the only weakness of a jump attack is if your target moves. Unless you're one of those super cool dragons that like throws their spear. You know, everyone's favorite dragons. That they're all the time going on about. Me and this dead man opened the box, but I survived to tell the story. Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna do big shot head poison. Pow! He can't stand it. No, how did you know to walk behind a slight wall? How did you know to cheat? The boys are doing a damn good job keeping you occupied while I poison you. And then Lion's Claw. Ooh. And then Lion's Claw. Oh no, he slightly moved. Lion's Claw. Away the worries. This crowd's dropping like flies. We probably want some regular arrows for some regular twang. While we're up here. It's the perfect evening with a resplendent potential wallpaper. As we twang away the worries. Hey. Jackass. Pop. Right in the eye. From my perch. I'm being summoned for Jolly Co-op. Good for me. We've been summoned by the great Gianna. Let us bow. Okay. They're not in it for the bowing. I'll turn on my torch while I'm a cool spirit. I feel like cool spirits like me should be illuminated. Okay, we're in the bell-bearing mine. I recognize this place. Neat. Oh, have you already killed everything? I see you're some sort of samurai, but you got some aftermarket parts. Did you get those on Facebook? You're too bashful to talk to me. Fine, I'll just do this and be a cool guy. I'll just be a cool guy. Apparently you're well worried about the crystalline enemies. You're bringing me with you, but I ain't one to judge. I'm just enjoying some jolly co-op. I notice your non-standard issue cape clips through your non-standard issue shield. Here, I need to teach you, see? I should be teaching by example. The proper shield to have on your back when you're a samurai. Huh? Jump attacks, see? If I had an extra claw talisman, I'd drop it for you, son. Professor Crescent's wisdom. The wisdom of the Crescents. It's known as in some cultures. I need to switch this out with my, like, finger snap or my polite nod. Okay. Yes, sir. I'm gonna hit this thing with one lion claw and it's just gonna collapse in a heap. And that's a good thing. Get set, baby. I'll drink mine too. I didn't know we were cool. I didn't know this was gonna be a fifth flask of physics party I got invited to. Somehow we won. Waka 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 waka. And I got a free rune art. Good for me. And now we're back in the real world. I thought for a second these enemies were going to come back to life. I don't feel like looking at your awful dead body. There we go. That's better. I see my boys were desummoned. That's neat. Alright, how we want to twang these guys? First of all, let's equip the good talisman next to the best talisman. Let's see, if I were to pull back with all of my poison hate. Oh. Deader than a conch. Deader than a conch. And that's a good thing. Hopefully this makes that dog stop moving. It did. Alright. The dog's not poisoned, but he will be. He will be. If he gets enemies like his edge, he didn't. And then there's this asshole. Oh. Twang and twang. He thinks he's cool. Got a skill shot this one. Oh no, it went through his shoulder. That's cheating the game's physics. That's cheat. Yes, I see the pumpkin head. I'm kind of busy at the moment. Let's see if we can headshot this motherfucker. Pop! Oh yeah! Doing all right, buddy? Does that increase your magic damage? Ah, almost got his dick. Almost got his dick. Oh, come on. How you gonna move? How you gonna put up the slightest resistance and ruin everybody's good time? There you go. 169 in a tree. If it's a big tree in the desert that a bunch of cute rat ladies live in, you're doing all right. I could work damn near anything into a reference to Clara. Okay, I think that's most of the people that I don't care about. And then there's Pumpkinhead. Right in your dick. Does your dick have a metal pumpkin over it? I hope so for your sake. He's got the poison miasma fart cloud hung all over him. So I already know we're good. But just for fun, a fire sword, a blue sip, a jump attack, a lion's claw. No, my perfect cinematic moment, you piece of shit. Miyazaki gave him 20 extra HP for just that instance. He knew it was going to happen and ruined my cinematic moment. Damn. Oh well. I guess the Tenfei channel will just have to continue. to wallow in misery. A bonus rune arc, and I didn't even have to humble somebody's boss for him. Next time you're going in for a performance review with your boss that you hate, summon Kurasento the Samurai. He'll just lion's claw him over and over. If Edward Norton in Fight Club had known Kurasento, they would have gone a lot different. Alright, we're about to come across a bunch of assholes escorting one of them carriages. It's got some, like, non-standard equipment in it that I don't really care about. There's a mysterious manor on the edge of the cliffside. We might have to investigate that place. Should we do it before or after we've hit up Freya Lucaria? It's hard to decide. I'm being guidanced by the grace. This fine sunset. And then there was the map segment. Right here next to Obelisk, the Tormentor. Somehow the most tolerable of the Egyptian god cards, as opposed to Ultra Mega Chicken and Slifer, the executive producer. Okay. There's a Failer what lives on the other side of these ruins here. But I hear these ruins might be haunted by spooky ghosts. Well, as we say here with this perfect potential wallpaper, I have to point out that Kurasento isn't scared of ghosts, so we'll be alright. But you know what makes spooky haunted ruins slightly less spooky and scary? When you're with your good friends, and I just happen to have mine right here. The boys are back in town. Alright, y'all. Now let's split up, gang. Activate the good times summoning circle. Oh, that's a ghost, but that's a player ghost. They're friendly. They're the ones that play the piano in old saloons. Oh no! Oh, spooky ghosts were declared. Ghosts were declared! If you're ever scared of a ghost, just corner one with a katana sword and hack them away. You might need some sort of blessed katana. If you had a blessed katana and you were in the house from The Grudge, like, would you stand a chance against them little ghost young'uns with their meowing noises and they're crawling out of your bed sheets in the middle of the night, son? Joke's on you, son. I hotbox in self-defense. Well, you crowd aren't ghosts. Ghost wolves, maybe. But that's more of like a metaphorical title. Luckily, jump attacks work on wolves, son. Professor Crescent had to learn that the hard way when she encountered all those werewolves. Where did she encounter them, Uncle Tenfei? Never you mind. I'll leave that to your imagination, Viewer King. I'll leave that to your fan fictions, Viewer King. You crowd can't escape my hate, even if you're ghosts. I'll fill your life with misery and woe, even if you're ghosts. Like Professor Krabs. Professor Krabs? Apparently Mr. Krabs got a position at the academy. By the way, this isn't a real wall. I think he's here to teach us that. Ghostly hate. Ghostly hate. Now there's a big blacksmith guy here we could talk to. I guess the boys are done. I guess their mission was complete. Now this is the guy Blythe told us to come down here and talk to. So let's do just that.
Well, look at you. I presume you are a Tani. Oh, pardon me. I am E.G., an old codger who... So here I am. Perhaps you'd like a display?
A display? Is it a wall scroll? Or a figurine? Or a Dakimakura? The possibilities are endless. Please take care.
Oh, what? When I'm absorbed in my smithy, if you come too close, I am, after all. You don't know how...
He's basically saying he's so big that when he's doing his job, he might accidentally crush a little feller like us, son. No bigger than a squirrel.
Tarnished. This territory once belonged to the... When the Raya Lucaria Academy, after leveling it, the Carians were taken off guard by conjuring an enchanted snare. That is why I say, unless you wish to lie.
I don't want to lie. That's a bad thing to do. Also, I think it's pronounced Freya Lucario, I've learned recently. Son, if Evergaol can be pronounced Everjail, then anything is possible. He's warning us not to go up to the spooky estate, son. That's the Spencer Mansion. No, the Volcano Manor is obviously Spencer Mansion. Blythe sent me.
Blythe? Actually, quite a rare occurrence. Perhaps he sensed something. At any rate, if you're friendly, I've something else that might suit.
All right, so the main reason we wanted to do Blythe's quest was not only to hang out with a cool wolf man, but doing that and then doing that dialogue auction makes him sell this talisman that lowers the cost of our Bushido advanced techniques, son. I had to have it. Oh, can you strengthen my armaments as I do a Noctis jump?
Something else.
Oh, hey, I've got all kinds of good smithing stones. I got all kinds of good smithing stones. I can't leave my katana alone when I got all kinds of good smithing stones. Our shield. 6, 6, and 10. No, if only it was 6 and 9. I did it to myself. I did it to myself. It was Miyazaki subconsciously doing it to me when he made my shield's physical absorption be exactly 68. It still hurts me. We'll keep our lion's claw for just a bit longer. In fact, we can now do it for cheaper. Now, you may think we've done everything we needed to in the haunted spooky ruins, but I happen to know about a secret sub-basement, son. Danny Elfman. Not having none of it, son. Not having none of it. Look for a mysterious floor where you can see some more. Probably somewhere in this region of the fortress. Hey, guy. I like your magic traps that are so easily dodgeable. What's this secret floor you don't want me to know about? Huh? Huh? Bushido. The floor away. Divert all power to Bushidoing the floor. I have a feeling we might run into somebody real disagreeable down here. So we're going to guard our loins. We're going to eat our non-buffalo style shrimps. And we're going to have our neck bones. And then we're going to have us a good old time. Do you see that nonsense, man? Even the people that worship this game and won't hear one negative word against it, it was just a bunch of nonsense, man. It's even Bloodborne wouldn't have something so fucking ridiculous. I don't know. I guess I just can't blindly worship Hidetaka Miyazaki like the cool kids. The cool kids. Boys, it's almost 11:30 on this Thursday evening, and that fucking boss fight, it sucked the life out of me. So I think I'm going to have to end the recording session right there. See, that's the greatest sin that enemy committed. Was he caused the recording to end. So now you can never forgive Hidetaka Miyazaki for his Bloodborne nonsense, son. Finally you understand. Tenfei viewer, his eyes open. Bloodborne monstrosity, his arms wide. Kurasento, when the neck bones fail.